I want to talk about ambition, but I'm also going to include talking about dreams and being a bit of a dreamer at the same time. Because it's one of these things where, I mean, even in the media sometimes, it's always like, oh, they're a dreamer. And there seems to be this idea that dreamers are not people who will achieve things. They're people who will just simply waste time stuck in this sort of fantasy land. And I feel very strongly against that, because I am absolutely a dreamer. There are things that I really, really want to do and really want to achieve. But I think the dream side of things needs to be tempered or combined with ambition. Because of course, if you don't have the ambition, then I guess, yes, you might just spend your time living in a fantasy land. But those dreams are what get you started in the first place. I think those dreams are critical. So many of the great achievers throughout history, I suggest, will have started as being dreamers. But again, as I said, that dreaming is combined with ambition. Now, ambition is an interesting one as well, because sometimes that can be seen as a negative as well. And I have a memory of a television show I watched many, like probably 20 years ago. It was an English interview program called Parkinson. And Michael Parkinson was interviewing Sting and Billy Connolly. And it's strange that this one stuck in my mind, because I don't remember anything else about the show. But at one point, Michael Parkinson asked them both, were you ever ambitious? And both of them said immediately, no, I've never been ambitious. And at the time I thought, ambition must be a bad thing, because these people are really amazing and they're not ambitious. And so it really felt like they were classifying ambition as being a negative. And as I got older, I sort of thought about it, and I thought, well, both Sting and Billy Connolly achieved significance at quite young ages. And so, frankly, neither of them bloody needed to be ambitious. They were both so successful so quickly that there was no function in being ambitious. One of the other things that I want to say about both of them is that I also think that they are both quite unusual in that they are both extraordinary in the true sense of the word. They are extraordinarily talented. Billy Connolly is very good at what he does. Sting is phenomenal at what he does. And the reality is that you and me and most of the people who are going to watch this video will never have that level of skill and talent, and we will never be considered that level of greatness. So Sting doesn't need to be ambitious, but I think for a lot of the rest of us, we kind of do, because it's another one of these motivational forces, a little bit like ego. It's one of those things that can really help drive us, because it gives us that reason to get out of bed, I guess you could say. And so there's a whole bunch of factors here that need to be considered. Olympic level athletes are ambitious and they work really, really hard to achieve that greatness. And I'm not suggesting that Sting doesn't work really, really hard, but there's also an innate level of talent there that has given him a huge boost. Again, most of us will not have that. Most of us have to work really hard to achieve things of value. I'm talking specifically in the artistic field here. It probably applies to many other fields. But for us to be really good at photography or acting or music or whatever else it is we do, there's probably going to be some level of natural talent, but for the most of the time, we achieve that through working really, really hard. And the ambition is the goal that we want to achieve. And we can have multiple goals over our creative careers and over our lifetime. There are still things that I really want to achieve. I may have mentioned this before. I really, really want to work on something within the Star Wars franchise. I would really love to work on something within the James Bond franchise. I would really love to work on something within an anime, a Japanese anime. And at some stage, I will focus on some of those things. I'm focusing on one of them at the moment. I will focus on those things and I will try to achieve those things. And those are the things that give me the reason to work on the next project or to go for a job with a suitable studio. So it's the dreams of having the opportunity to work on those things that excite me and interest me. And it's the ambition to achieve those things that drive me to take the next step. So I think both dreams and ambition are kind of linked together, at least I think they should be. For me, they certainly should be. I think ambition is an important thing. I think it's a positive quality under most circumstances, but I really think that being a dreamer is what gets us started on the path in the first place. That at least is what I'm trying to do myself. Your mileage may differ. Good luck either way.